In the town of West Palm Beach stands the infamous Riddle House. Once a funeral parlor, then a private residence, its walls have seen their fair share of death, and some say the spirits of the dead never left. I visited on a ghost tour, skeptical but intrigued. The guide told us about a former worker named Joseph, who took his own life in the attic after a tragic turn of events. He hated visitors, and made sure they knew it. As we ascended the stairs, a sudden chill settled over us. Then, just as I reached the attic door, it slammed shut on its own. Hard. My heart jumped into my throat. Someone in the group screamed. When we finally pushed the door open, the room was empty, but a single rocking chair swayed back and forth, as if someone had just been sitting there. Later I learned that multiple visitors had been attacked, some even pushed by unseen hands. Joseph didn't want us there, and I was more than happy to leave. Deep in Oak Hammock Park stands an ancient oak, its gnarled branches stretching like skeletal fingers toward the sky. Locals call it the Devil's Tree, and for good reason. Decades ago, a killer used this very spot to commit horrific crimes, and many believed the spirits of his victims never moved on. I went with a few friends one night, armed with nothing but flashlights and nervous laughter. But the moment we stepped beneath the twisted branches, an oppressive silence fell over us. Then, we heard it. Laughter. Childlike, eerie, and echoing through the still air. My blood turned to ice. We shone our flashlights in every direction, but the woods were empty. Then, my friend gasped. A small handprint, far too small for any of us, appeared in the condensation on the car window. We didn't wait around to see what would happen next. As we sped away, I swore I heard soft giggles fading into the wind. The Don Cesar Hotel in St. Pete Beach is a vision of luxury, but some say it's home to more than just wealthy guests. A ghostly bellhop is rumored to roam the halls, forever tending to his duties. I stayed there during a weekend getaway, unaware of its haunted reputation. But on my second night, as I returned to my room, I saw him, an older man in a crisp uniform, standing at the end of the hallway. He nodded politely before disappearing around the corner. When I turned to follow, he was gone. Curious, I asked the front desk about it the next morning. The clerk's face went pale. "You saw him?" she whispered. "That's Thomas. He was a bellhop here decades ago. Never left." I packed my bags a little faster after that. Coral Castle is a marvel, a mysterious stone structure built single-handedly by a heartbroken man, but some say he was never truly alone. I visited out of curiosity, fascinated by the legend of its creation, but as I wandered through the massive coral walls, I caught a glimpse of something impossible, a woman in a flowing white dress, standing just beyond the stone gate. She was watching me. I turned the corner, expecting to see another visitor, but she was gone. A chill crept down my spine. Later, a guide told me about the sightings. Some believe she's the lost love of the castle's creator, forever wandering the grounds waiting for the man who built it for her. I left with more questions than answers, and the feeling that I had been watched the entire time. Florida's past is filled with restless spirits, some tragic, some vengeful, but all unwilling to let go. If you ever find yourself in an old hotel, beneath a haunted tree, or in the presence of an unseen watcher, be careful. The dead don't always stay silent. If these stories sent chills down your spine, be sure to like and subscribe for more terrifying tales. And tell me, have you ever had a ghostly encounter? Share your story in the comments below. Until next time, sleep with one eye open.